the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid, juggalo world for us all to enjoy. We'll never die alone.
What is? Hey, dude, take that shit off. What are you doing, dude?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
We can't even hear you, bro.
Hold on. No, dude. Listen, have I got a story for you?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had a story for me at this point.
No. All right. Have you heard?
What, the bird?
Have you heard about this killer virus?
Yeah.
There's hold on.
Yeah, take that off, bro, so we can hear you. Oh, my God.
All right.
Are you fucking
Now,
serious,
why
dude?
aren't you masked up, dude?
All
Get
right.
you a mask
Is that good?
on.
Can I do that?
Dude, save lives. Hold the fuck on.
All right, man. Take that shit off. Come on. We're trying to do an audio podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. No, fuck this. Do I need this? Are you good?
You're good, man. You can
All
take it off in my house. You're
All
fine. I trust you. All right.
All right. All right. I think we're good now.
That's a sweet beard. Hey, what's up, Echo Side Fiend? Yes, we're back. How you doing, bro?
Man, I grew out my beard while I was out.
I see that. It looks good, dude.
Thanks, dude.
It looks very thick.
Does it look nice?
Yeah, I love it.
Good. Thanks, man.
So how's it been, man? How have you been these last few months?
Man, you understand. Like, you hit me up literally perfect timing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
Because, dude, like, you're not going to believe this. You're really not going to believe this, but I've been in a coma.
Really?
Yes.
That's why I haven't heard from you recently. That's why you weren't
Yes.
answering my texts.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I've been in a coma. That's
Okay.
actually where I grew my beard out, I guess, while I was in a coma. Since our last, I guess since March, something like that, September, I
Okay.
think, maybe.
So it was right before quarantine.
Yeah, like that's what they're telling me. I really don't. I remember nothing. What quarantine? Yeah, there's something about a quarantine going on.
Yeah, there's like this crazy virus, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was fucking petrified. Like when you hit me up, I didn't know if it went through the phone.
Yeah.
Does it go through the phone or anything?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what's going on in the world. I wake up today out of my coma. You hit me up. I start looking at shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this world?
Yeah, it's all kooky and crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So since our 15th show,
Back in September.
is this show 16 or?
No. This is episode 21. You don't remember the other like 6 episodes in between there?
Episode 21. No, fuck no. We did, what's that? What's the math? We did 5-6 shows since then?
At least, yeah. You don't remember, dude? Like, you got this new girl, and you just wouldn't shut the fuck up about her, and,
Wait a minute. When I woke up out of my coma today, there was a girl in the room.
that was probably her.
I had no clue who she was. I told her to fucking leave.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, get the fuck out of here. She got mad, cried, and fucking left.
Wow. You don't remember her at all?
No, I don't remember anything about her, but she had a shirt on today that said Twisted Fan Lives Matter. And I was like, well, what the fuck is this all about? So I don't have
Right.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Is that why you kicked her out? Because she was a Twisted fan then? Because you've been like, since you've been with her, if you don't remember, she's converted you into like a full-blown Twisted fan.
No.
Yeah,
Get
dude.
the fuck out of here, dude. Fuck that.
Dude, hold on, like, let me see if I can pull up some evidence here.
I don't. No. Me like Twisted. Can you see that?
I mean,
I used to like when they were cool, but like, you think that I'm actually gonna like be down with that? A girl made me like Twisted. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude. Look,
Hold
here.
on, I gotta take this shit out.
Yeah, shave your beard.
Yeah, I'm about to shave it real quick.
It's hindering your ability to speak.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let's see if I can pull this up here. Let's see.
Oh, clean
So-
shave.
I mean, you want to tell the viewers what
Well, hold on, that's me.
transpired over
Yeah.
our
Do you
break.
remember this?
You know,
No.
we had, obviously Thanksgiving,
Yeah, let me show the
Christmas, a lot of
viewers.
hectic stuff going on. You know, we
Why
have
do I
our
look like such a
personal
douche
lives
right
we're
there?
still, you know, dealing with too. But
Like right behind
there's a
us,
specific
there's you
reason
again.
in
Yeah,
general
that looks
you were
retarded. What? Why do I
avoiding
look like such a
making this happen.
douche? I don't even have my sunglasses on.
All right, listen, look.
Well,
It was a bitch. Just say it, dude.
yeah, man. Like it really, you know.
What,
I met this
dude?
girl,
No.
we just kind of hit it off and shit, and I just.
What did I
mean,
say?
I guess I just didn't have time.
You don't remember this shit?
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't making the time, so I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
All right, so you
And I was just like,
have to go
fuck
back and
was
watch this
I
Dude,
episode.
I
doing,
sound
man?
like a
I
fucking
go back and look at
moron.
those old shows. Well,
Those
they're not,
old shows.
they're not really that old, but anyway, I go back and look at those shows.
The
and I
old
was just
shows were.
Yeah.
Dude, we're on 16. This is the 16th
Bro,
show.
I
What are
mean,
you
just
fucking talking about?
Just a few months ago, what was even our last show?
All right, hold on. Let's see.
CICP, and it's a brand. You know,
Dude, what the
She's heard
fuck?
that song. She's
another love song.
She knows all the.
All right, so
Nelson Ledge's Quarry Park.
so you'll have to go back and listen, like watch these episodes, bro, because if you don't remember, like, I mean, it got pretty bad.
What the fuck?
Dude, you like, I mean, this episode was pretty. You were pretty tame about it, but like I said, it went on for several episodes.
Dude,
where,
I don't remember none of this shit. I remember our last show, which was like what, the
Bro,
Bizarre
did you
Bizarre
read about
show.
Oops, sorry.
I remember
I saw
the.
something on it. Is it really coming back?
I remember the last show, the Bizarre Bizarre show, in like September, and then I started getting sick. I felt like heavy chested, and then I woke up today in the hospital, and the doctor said that I got sick with a virus, this killer virus, and I was like, well, then why did I go into the coma? And he was like, well, that's a symptom now. So I have no clue, man.
Look, dude. I mean, believe it or not, we did this shit, and you fucking flipped completely 360 or 180. I mean, completely 180 on ICP. You told us you didn't like ICP anymore. Just to recap for the viewers, you told us you didn't like them anymore. Your girl, had influenced you. By the time we got to like literally our last show, you refused to even review ICP albums at that point. So we did most tasteless for our last show. Yeah. Cause you wouldn't shut the fuck up about us not doing Twisted albums and shit. So I agreed to just shut the fuck up and let it happen. But you were being way more aggressive toward that last during that last show too.
Okay, so I didn't like ICP anymore. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me, dude?
Correct.
This is my Bible. Like, what do you? What the?
You want to watch a clip from this? See if it's any different. Hold on, let's see.
They were going to buy him one. I guess everyone.
No, I don't even, dude. I don't even want. I don't remember this shit.
My girls are out.
That isn't me.
Yeah.
I don't remember this shit.
So how far back? So what's the last thing in your life you do remember?
The last thing in my life I remember is right after our last show,
Back in September.
back in September. Back in September, I was supposed to. I met like this. There was like this group of friends that I met, and somebody like I guess this girl wanted to meet me,
Okay.
and then I just like on my way there, I actually started feeling sick. I started coughing, getting heavy chested, and then I remember some flashes and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then I woke up today in the hospital. And then the doctor's telling me that there's a virus and there's some girl in the waiting room with the Twisted Fans Matter shirt on, Twisted Fan Lives Matter shirt on. And I said, and the first thing I said was, why are you here? And then I said, well, don't all Juggalo lives matter? And she got fucking mad. So I told her to leave.
Really?
Yeah, I said, get the fuck out of here then.
All right. I mean, she was on a different level, obviously, bro. She really got to you. I mean, I'm sorry that it happened the way it did. I'm glad that you're back.
No, I've never left, man. I never left. I don't remember any of that. All that shit you just showed me, I don't remember none of it.
Really?
I'm me again.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I love to have you back, and I love our actual ICP Juggalo chats. While I don't have necessarily anything personal against Twisted at this moment, I was not a huge fan of you completely flip flopping on that. That really grinded my gears. But I will tell you, since then, Twisted has released a new album. By the way, while you're away in your coma.
Well, go figure.
Yes. I can't remember what it was called. Something else or no, that was Tech Nines. I don't know what Twisted's new album is even called, but I did listen to it, and I mean it really made me super nostalgic for Twisted. Like I really I loved it, dude. Like their new album is the shit.
You sure?
It's better than their last one. I will say. But you know what? I've gone back since I listened to that new album. Let me look what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, let's see this new mysterious Twisted album you're talking about.
Let's see. I just typed new Twisted. I mean, how the fuck are you supposed to look it up? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, there we go. It's Mad Season. All right. It's pretty cool. It harkens back to some more old, gritty, dope, like rap Twisted. You know what I mean? Like their last album was more like rock, heavy, weird, experimental, where this one takes it kind of back to its roots. And you know what? Since I've been listening to this, I've gone back and been listening to a lot more Twisted and shit lately. And you know, I was actually kind of looking forward to kind of, you know, having a spirited discussion with you about how fucking dope Twisted is. So to be honest, I'm kind of it's kind of sucks. Yeah,
spirited. You're putting these words in the same conversation as Twisted, dude. Like what are you talking about? Like they came out with a fucking album, big deal.
I mean, it's sweet, dude. The Mad Season it's one of the dopest things Twisted's ever done.
Dopest things Twisted ever done.
I have a newfound appreciation for Twisted. You know, once again, I guess I kind of feel how you felt. You know.
Wow. What the fuck? Okay.
I haven't been really listening to ICP. Even
you haven't listened to ICP. You called me over to to do this podcast. You haven't even listened to ICP, dude. When I was in a coma, I had dreams about ICP.
Really?
Fuck yeah, man.
Dude, I was looking forward to chopping it up all about Twisted today, honestly. I mean, I agreed to do Forgot Freshness 3 because it was the next on the list, but dude, I mean, I was really you know, I'll be honest, I'm a little salty that you don't remember any of your Twisted love.
Dude, I don't remember, and I'm glad I don't remember. What you're telling me right now is fuck, dude. I mean, if I was that into Twisted over that, I mean, that must have been some incredible brainwashing, because I don't I mean, there's no way, man. There's no way. And the way you're talking right now scares me.
Really?
Yeah, it scares me.
I mean, it's just you know, dude, the album just came out a couple weeks ago. I've just kind of recently been getting back into Twisted, so I apologize. It's oozing out of me. You know, the love.
Well, how about this? We review Forgotten Freshness today.
Okay.
What, the third one, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we'll review this new spectacular Twisted album.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Did you want to do that next time or next show?
I would love that.
All right.
I think that would be fucking great.
All right, I'll humor it. I'll humor it.
Cool. I'll give you time to listen to it too.
Cool.
Well, I mean,
all right.
All right. So
that's the story. We're caught up with everything,
yes,
right?
You caught Corona, got in a coma, woke up today, kicked your girl out.
Well, I mean,
I'm glad you kicked her out, by the way, because I think she was a bad influence on you. But I do like that she loved Twisted as much as she did. I just think she took it to the extreme.
On her way out, she actually, for some reason, she was screaming your name. She's upset. I think it was down the hall, but I think she was pulling out your phone saying, "I need to call." Did you get a call? Because she said something about I need to call Keezy. He's I think she
I had no voicemails.
I didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
I thought she might have been one of your friends or something, fucking with me. But she was saying something. I'm gonna call a real man, Keezy.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
I have no I had no clue who she was. I didn't even care. I told her to get the fuck out of my room. But I don't know. She may have called you. You might want to check.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that, bro. I mean, I always thought she was pretty cool. I know I talked shit about her, but she was pretty cool.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't know. She kind of annoyed me. She woke up just standing there looking with the fucking weird look on her face.
Was she listening to Twisted?
She had some earbuds in. I mean, I'm sure she was. I
Okay.
mean, she had the twisted shirt on and the whole thing.
Well-
so what you're telling me?
Well, we'll catch up. Just a quick catch up as far as Juggalo related stuff. If you didn't know, the gathering is canceled. By the way,
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how did that go?
yeah, just
It canceled.
just canceled, bro. They coronavirus canceling everything, dude.
So is coronavirus just here in America?
It's everywhere. Fucking but New Zealand, they don't have it anymore.
Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
Like it's everywhere?
Yeah. Like 100,000 people died already, bro. In America.
Good grief.
And I'm thankful that you came out of it, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's pretty serious shit.
Yeah,
So,
man.
I'm glad you're here.
I like on the way over too. I saw some protesters.
Yeah. That's been happening a lot.
Well, what's going on with that?
Along with the virus, there was a guy that got murdered by the police, and it
Go
kind
figure.
and it kind of started a big fucking heap of trouble for everyone. There's
Really?
protesters galore. There's secret police. There's fucking people getting shot with tear gas and rubber bullets in the eyes and
Jesus
murdered.
Christ.
Yeah, man, it's pure fucking pandemonium out there.
Dude, I'm in a coma for 4 months and I wake up to this shit. Are you kidding me?
That's a hell of a time to go into a coma, bro. I mean, you probably woke up thinking you're in the Twilight Zone. You do know Donald Trump's our president, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what the weirdest thing about this whole thing is, though?
What?
The words you just uttered about Twisted.
What? That I love him?
I wake up to a world in turmoil. I wake up to a world of a killer virus, protesting, civil unrest, the threat of a new Cold War, and
That's the most surprising to you, huh?
yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel how I feel, bro. I can't help it.
All right. Well,
Yes.
let's just get on with this and see where this goes.
All right. Was there any other news or anything you wanted to go over?
As you were flipping through the screen, there was something about a gathering of the Matrix. What was that all about?
Oh yeah. That seemed. It looked like it was a thing CPN was throwing since the gathering was canceled. He
No.
decided to do a gathering in the Matrix, which was like a live online gathering for nerds,
Oh, okay.
nerdy juggalos. I guess I didn't participate. I kind of
Okay.
heard about it, but I mean, it's pretty cool. CPN's doing cool shit for
Yeah.
juggalos. You know, I think that's neat.
cool.
I can't hate on that.
Can you pull up the screen behind here? Maybe
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
let's
we
do
could
that.
take a look at it.
Good call.
and
Good
maybe,
call.
Maybe kind of see what it looks like.
Okay, let's see.
If it's still even active, I'm not sure if he would have it even active anymore.
Let's see. There's an infomercial.
Well, I know there was an actual site.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's look that up.
Yeah, there was an actual site. Well, how'd I know that? Shouldn't know that.
You looked it up, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, yeah. Here it is.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
Oops. There we go. All right. So enter here. Let's see. I didn't actually go to this site, but ooh.
The portal. Oh, okay.
right.
That's pretty cool.
So it's got this neat backdrop with this Matrix shit. And, it looks like they just have a lot of different sections.
Main stage, campgrounds, butthole bar.
What the fuck's Butthole Bar?
I don't know. Looks like it's done though, right?
Yeah, I think
probably nothing's
so.
going
Well,
on.
just out of curiosity, I'm gonna click the Butthole Bar.
Let's see what that is.
Welcome to the Butthole Bar. What's a gathering without ass and titties? This is a not safe for work video chat room strip club. Nice. Enjoy. Yes, to the Butthole Bar. What happens when you go there? The Butthole Bar ID check? Okay. I'm in. Oh, it's on Google Meet. Oh, so they were actually getting people. Oh, wow. I wish I'd have been in there. That sounds sweet, dude.
Really?
They really had an online strip club? That's fucking slick.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of calling it the Butthole Bar.
Yeah,
Seems a little gay.
Yeah, what's up with that? Butthole bar? I just think of nasty buttholes.
But yeah, man. I mean, I think this is a pretty cool thing CPM was doing here. Like, I think it's neat to do a gathering in the Matrix. Like,
Wait, hold on. What's the artist here?
all right, so let's see. We got Gorilla Zoe. Never heard of him. MC Lars. I've heard of him.
Okay.
I never heard of any of these other guys. Let's see.
Deviant horror, cryptic shade.
Hey, isn't Roxy Red his girl?
Yeah, they're married now, I believe.
Yeah. Is she good?
I don't know.
Let's click.
Never heard her.
Oh, this is just the merch tent. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
All right. Nevertheless, I mean, you want to keep checking this shit out, or Was there something specific?
We're good. That's all we needed.
I mean, it looks neat. I give him
Yeah.
props. I wish I'd have thought of it. I could have done a way better website. I'll tell you that.
I believe it.
To be honest.
I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks kind of cool, but yeah, yours would have looked a hell of a lot more refined.
I do like this font they used. It's the it's a font I used for my other podcast, and this font is so played out by now. Every like I started using it for my podcast, and like every man, it's nerd shit, but
You can kind of see hints of his show set up in this.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
can you?
Yeah. I guess he's coming back. From what I heard after this was done, he was going to come back with the show.
Oh,
the
okay.
CPN show.
So he stopped doing his show for a while, I guess.
Yeah, he stopped doing his show. He moved. He got married. Blah blah blah. Took a break, so he's supposed to be coming back. So.
I did watch that. I think we talked about it on the last show. You probably don't remember, but he did have a video of him getting married, and it was pretty cringy.
Yeah, as most marriages are.
And not to shit on CPN. I mean, he's doing shit for the Juggalos that no one else has done. you
Yeah,
know? So
I mean, I can't. Yeah, you can't fault him for that. I
Can't
mean,
knock the
he's
hustle.
definitely a controversial figure, but so is ICP when they came out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a controversial figure. The Juggalo fan base is divided. He solely picks ICP. He's on their side. He supports them completely. I can't hate on that. Can't hate on that, man.
I mean, I think he should really like ease off of the twisted hate. But
Yeah, he has. I think he has. I mean, is he still trying to sue him?
I don't know. Oh shit, I don't know. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's last time I heard.
All right, bro. You ready to dive into this shit, or do you want anything else you want to touch on?
Man, I don't remember anything, so there's really nothing I can touch on. Has ICP said anything? Have they come out since the fucking 2020 in the world has gone to hell?
ICP hasn't said shit about the coronavirus that I've seen. They've been doing cameos. Do you know what that is? It's where you can pay and have them like shout you out or do something like that. We should do that. Have them do one for our show. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Actually, I just thought of that. That would be neat.
They're doing that, huh?
So they do that now. That's a cool little side hustle they're doing. Shaggy's been doing a podcast with Keegan the Creep.
Oh, yeah?
I've listened to a few episodes.
Is it funny? Is it cool?
Yeah, like they started doing it as a Shaggy Show 2.0 kind of thing, where like they were just like goofing off. I'll be honest though, like Keegan, he seems cool. Have you watched any of this shit? Honestly,
I think I've seen some YouTube videos. Do they put
Yeah.
out videos?
yeah. So they were doing YouTube videos. They still are, but it was just called Shaggy and the Creep Show. Now he seems cool. Like I mean, I would hang out with him. But like I'm not a huge fan of like Shaggy and the Creep. Like I'd rather just fucking Shaggy do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Shaggy and Jay, God forbid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The problem is like they're at a point now where they need somebody to like play off of.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They got to have somebody that's taking care of all this shit.
I understand
he's
that.
He's probably the main brains behind running everything.
You know, for what it's worth, I think a lot of it's just jealousy because I want Keegan's job so bad. Like he just gets
Yeah.
to hang out with ICP and like do their like tech shit and like
Yeah.
fuck off with them. Like he's literally doing like my dream job I've wanted since I was
Yeah.
14 years old. You know what I mean?
If you would have kept in it, man. If you would have kept hardcore in it with the site building and
Yeah.
shit, you probably could have, man.
Yeah, maybe.
The
Well-
problem is we tried to be rappers, and then they looked at it. You know what I mean? And like, as soon as you try to be a rapper, you're in a whole different league where people
Yeah.
look at you like, yeah, fuck off.
You're right. Well, nevertheless, Shaggy and the Creep, they were doing like their YouTube show, but now they've kind of shifted it over to just being a podcast, which is cool too. But it's video, it's over the internet. I've listened to a couple episodes. It's funny. Like Shaggy's great. You know, I
Yeah,
love
always.
just listening to him like talk and shit. But
Know what I'm saying?
they're doing like contests, giving away. They were doing like a contest where they're giving away like a Shaggy drawing that you had to get a tattoo of and shit.
That's pretty cool.
But
Does he draw on the show and shit?
I didn't see him. I haven't seen him draw on the show, but they've shown like some of the drawings, like that were like going to be the tattoo drawings and shit. They were all goofy, funny shit, but
yeah.
they're having a good time.
That's cool, man.
So-
And Jay's probably, man.
He's been doing a lot of cameo shit. We just pulled up that video of him talking about the Bloody Brothers, which I didn't watch that yet, but
Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, with this pandemic and all the stuff that's going on, this is a much needed break for ICP, and they probably they wouldn't have took without this.
yeah,
Like this might actually make them come back stronger.
I hope so.
I
Like
hope so.
this might like reevaluate things with them. They're spending time apart, probably more time apart. I mean, they're obviously probably getting together to do shit, but I would imagine they're not touring.
Yeah.
They don't. There's really no time limit now.
The stress of the gathering, which is probably a huge
Yeah.
weight on their shoulders, is out this year. So
yeah,
they're probably having a nice break.
Yeah, they're probably having a break, and that does nothing. That does nothing but help the creativity
Sure.
flow.
I can see that.
Because you're feeling it, you're thinking about stuff, you know. So, and this is something I said they needed to do for a long time. To just stop, drop out of shit, don't fucking put out any music, and then come back,
Yeah.
bring it back like a wrestler.
Yeah.
A wrestler leaving and then coming back, you know, like a legend coming back.
For sure.
And I don't think they want to do that because I don't think they want to like consider themselves like the old school wrestler legend that's coming back.
Sure.
They want to think that I've never left.
I feel like you're right. I think that's true, especially in their line of work. Like you have to stay relevant somehow. But I think they've kind of carved such a nice little niche for themselves that they really can just do what they want at this point and like really not worry about that. And hopefully this will show them that like you don't have to be constantly pumping shit out to be relevant.
Yeah.
Especially among the people that care about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And think about if they did something like the Gathering of the Matrix.
They should have. I don't know why they didn't.
If they pull all their resources together, it'd be a lot better.
Oh yeah, dude.
And they would get top artists, and they could make money off that.
Yeah, that'd be
You
a
know what I
great
mean?
idea. I think that like CPM is definitely onto something with that idea.
Mhm.
While he executed it and made it happen, and it seems like it was a good time. Sorry I didn't get to participate, but I agree. I think with a bigger budget and more resources behind it, like that kind of idea could really that could be the kind of idea that could set off a worldwide like trend of like, look, you can really actually do this shit.
Do digital festivals.
Yeah.
Live streaming festivals.
And I do know that Comic-Con is trying to do some shit like that, actually.
Yeah.
Because they had to cancel Comic-Con too, but they're doing some kind of online thing that I think is like in that vein. So
Yeah.
we're gonna. I mean, this is all new territory that I think people are exploring, and
You know what would be cool if they did something like that and they had like a podcast live stream section.
ooh, we could get in on it.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be cool shit,
That
right?
would be good shit.
Just have like Juggalos chilling, coming in during the whole weekend, coming and checking out podcasts for unknown podcasters, you know?
Bro, I'll hit up Violent J. I'll text him.
Text them out.
See if
Did you get cool with him while I was in the coma?
Nah. I wish I could lie and say yeah. Nah. But no, it'd be cool if like we could like hit him up and like I'd be like, dude, I'll make this fucking shit happen for you, bro.
Well, honestly, hit up CPN, hit up people like around the Juggalo community, the YouTubers and stuff, because they have the connection. They have closer connections. If you get, if we talk to them and try to spit this idea, maybe they can get the connections closer. I mean, I know CPN has met Shaggy and been in the same studio with him.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah,
But-
we'll look into that, man, because I think that with enough resources, especially like CPN's got his resources. Even though his wife is a web designer, and this is I don't mean to keep shitting on her, but the website could have used some work. I think it could have been a little more intuitive. And
It worked. I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
I don't think they're necessarily like artistic like you are.
sure.
Like you have an eye for pristine art, artistry when it comes to designing shit on
Sure. But to give him props, he's able to like make the shit happen.
yeah,
Like,
he
just
can
do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's his thing is he can make something happen. He's just not an art. He's just not an artist.
So I think with minds like ours and CPNs and the Tales from the Lotus podcast guys or Beneath the Dirt, like all of us Juggalo content creators could really probably come together and make something really dope happen like that.
Yeah, probably.
We'll have to look into
And you
that.
know what? If they did start something like that, they might even be able to bring Twisted
Yeah.
them back into the fold and work together because they don't have to be around each other, but
Yeah.
they can still participate during the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call because while a lot of people may not subscribe to CPN's feelings regarding Twisted, that would still appeal to his audience that do.
Yeah.
It's a good call, man. We'll look into some shit like that. I think that would be really neat. All right, you ready to knock out this album?
For sure.
All right, man. Today we're discussing Forgotten Freshness Volume 3.
I don't have
the album or nothing track
Um,
listing with me. Is
hold
this was the was this a Ringmaster intro take like the original one? I think it was. We'll have to look it up, but oh no, this was a commercial. It sounds like I forgot about that. Yeah, this is a commercial. It sounds like.
Let me get my my book of CDs out. How many? When's the last time you guys have seen one of these fucking things?
That thing is massive.
All right, let's see what we got here. These are in chronological order. So, oh, here it is. Oh. All right. By the way, I haven't looked at this probably since it came out, to be
I
honest.
always love the Forgotten Freshness booklets.
Oh yeah, this is great. It's got all kinds of like old school pictures and shit in here.
I think Bizarre has got to be one of my favorites though, with the pictures and stuff.
Oh yeah, they killed it with the packaging on Bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't. We should have talked about that more when we did our Bizarre show.
Yeah.
I will say this
Intro.
this album has some fucking classics on it, dude. Man, a couple of these songs I love.
Yeah, so that intro was an old school radio commercial.
For Ringmaster?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So here it is. You know what? He was. Oh, let's see. Violent J was just digging through a box of old tapes and shit and found a cassette of this commercial. He thought it would be a cool way to open the Forgotten Freshness 3 album. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, so the first song on the album is Cartoon Nightmares. I fucking love this song, dude.
Yeah, the
Really
hook,
like it.
The hook is amazing.
Yeah. Let's listen to it a bit.
Yeah. You know what this song reminds me of? They probably recorded this around the same time they did Dirtball. Because it
Ooh.
has that kind of feel
Okay.
where, you know, you got that rapping and then the hook really comes in with the electric guitars and stuff. It kind of has that same setup and feel.
Yeah, you're right. It does say this song was recorded new for this album. Obviously, Mikey Clark on the beat. Let's see.
2001, 2002, that was around that era.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. It says, for the last 8 years, ICP has always worked exclusively with Mikey Clark. He has always done all the ICP tracks until now. This is Mike Peasy, actually, on this beat. This is the first song from Mike P.
Oh, okay. That's
Holy
pretty
shit,
cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
This time ICP tagged up with a newcomer to the Juggalo scene. His name is Mike Peasy Wheezy for Sheezy. Blah, blah, blah.
Which was amazing. In his own way, was just as good as Mikey Clark.
Yeah, it said they brought him in to work on Zug Island. Let's see. And they say this. A dream came true for Mike P just a few months later when he's asked to work with the godfathers of the wicked shit themselves. Don't get confused, y'all. Mikey Clark isn't always will be on ICP shit. He is ICP, which is cool. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's the truth.
But Jay and Shaggy want to really bring you both sides of the mirror from now on. The new triple threat of Shaggy, Jay, and Peasy hit the Lotus Pod Studios, worked on Cartoon Nightmares. Yeah, it's dope. So this is our intro to Mike P, which is, I mean, pretty monumental moment for the Juggalo world because, I mean, he became a staple of ICP for the next several years.
Yeah. And it fits, you know, it fits their style.
Absolutely.
It was a more Mike P sounded more live than
For sure.
than Mikey Clark. Mikey Clark sounded it sounded like sampled hip hop music, a lot of it, and he used a lot of he pulled from a lot of different genres of music, but it all came in this package of like a really heavy, gritty hip hop sound.
Yeah.
And then Mike P was more of a rock influenced. His beats sounded live. His drums sounded a little more live and less programmed.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? The guitars sounded a little more live and layered.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it probably was like
Yeah, it probably was.
like real actual like instruments and shit a
Yeah.
little more often. Don't get me wrong, I know Mikey Clark. I'm pretty sure he laid down some like guitars and shit on some of the songs, but I mean, Mike P just really brought a new element to ICP, like that also meshed so well. Like you would have never thought that ICP could find another producer that would be
Yeah.
like on par with Mikey Clark.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think Mikey Clark is like the gold standard as far
Yeah.
as like underground
Well,
production.
that's what they developed their style with.
right.
And it just fits. It's
Yeah.
just like
Like, they
peanut
grew-
butter. Yeah.
They grew together.
Yeah.
Where Mike P kind of came in and was like,
Yeah.
he probably formed it more to them. But
yeah.
and for what it's worth, I think that them and Mike P grew in the same fashion.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
you
They
see that a
def-
lot with Dark Lotus and shit like that.
Yeah, they developed another stuff. Who would have thought you're gonna find you find your dream producer trying to be a rap group that fucking fits you perfectly, and then you find another one
Yeah, I know.
that knows how to that is intelligent and talented enough to do the same thing for you.
And ICP has such an interesting style that it's like it's probably tricky for a producer to come in and kind of work with them, you know. And I'm sure they've had. I mean, ICP have done songs with other producers that either did or didn't hit. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's always like magical, like when it matches up right. And I think Cartoon Nightmares really hit that. I don't know. I don't mean to keep droning on about Mike P.
Oh,
but
no,
I
it's-
think that was an important thing.
No, it is.
So this Posse on Werner. What do you think about this song?
I like it. I mean,
I always like this song.
yeah, I like it. It's a remake. It's it's a cover, but it's cool.
This song was originally, if I'm not mistaken, on the Race Riot album.
The what?
There was a Race Riot album, which was like a compilation album of like many different artists. I remember buying it like at Media Play because I remember that like ICP has a song on it. I gotta go buy it.
I think I do remember that.
I could be wrong about that. There was a couple compilations that they were a part of around that time. I think it was the Race Riot. Let me Google it. You know, fuck it.
Hold on. Here it is.
It's on there.
The song was originally featured on a special compilation album released in 1999 on Relativity Records. Take a Bite Out of Rhyme.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was called Take a Bite Out of Rhyme
yeah.
Race Riot, if I'm not mistaken.
The fresh compilation features several rap rock bands such as Limp Bizkit, Mindless Self-Indulgence, and ICP.
Yeah.
This is a Sir Mix-a-Lot remake from 1988. Posse on Broadway. Yep.
Yeah, this song's pretty cool though. I mean, I remember I never heard the original, so I couldn't really like enjoy it in that fashion up until until I heard this song. But I did like this song. I thought it was pretty dope.
They were really big Sir Mix-a-Lot fans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip through. Yeah, we grew up on I Like Big Butts. That's what we were introduced to. But I remember Jay or one of them saying they liked Sir Mix-a-Lot like years before that.
Yeah, sure. Bro, my dad used to listen to Sir Mix a lot, like in the car, like swap
That's
meet
good.
Louie. He used to rock out of that shit,
That's
dude.
great. That's great.
All right, Fly. I believe this is another Mike P produced track. I mean, it's got a
Sounds
pretty
like it.
distinctive sound. I really, really like this song. Fly Away is what it's called.
Zug Island. So this was a this is basically Zug Island with
Yeah.
ICP.
Like, so around this time, this was right around when Zug Island came out. I don't know if it was before or right after this album, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe, this is purely speculation and conjecture, but I think ICP or Violent J specifically wanted to do a rock album, and he was like, they came out with several of these rock-ish type tracks. I remember him talking about wanting to do a rock band,
yeah.
and
I
then
remember that.
and then Violent J was so, I think he was engrossed in this whole rock idea around this time that I'm pretty sure he planned on being the vocalist for Zug Island at some point, or at least like this rock band, you know?
Yeah.
So I think this is kind of, this is our introduction to Sin, I believe.
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
what it says. Yep.
Which is the singer for Zug Island. This is him on the hook right here. But I wouldn't be surprised if like this song and like there's a couple songs on the Zug Island album that like I believe were even written by Violent J. River being one of them.
Yeah. Wasn't that always like common knowledge that Jay wrote? Did he write all of Zug Island's?
I don't know if he wrote
First
all
album?
of them. I think it's kind of understood that Violent J has a huge hand in writing every artist's first album. You know, on, Psychopathic. So that wouldn't surprise me or probably anyone. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I think that this song was like supposed to be like on their rock album, Zug Island, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this is Violent J's doing his rock thing that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that said, I think this song is really dope.
It says this is a Fly Away, an ICP song features Sin, but in reality it's the other way around. And then quote, close your eyes and slowly and softly scratch your balls to this one.
I think the song sounds fantastic. I love Sin on the hook. I love it's a really cool sounding song, like with them talking about like desert cactus and tumbleweed, like just the way they're rapping and shit. It's really dope. It's kind of different, which I liked it for that reason.
Yeah, it's definitely a good song.
I couldn't really see this fitting on an ICP album though.
Yeah, neither. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in their weirdest era.
Sure. Could you see this on a Joker's card? Maybe like The Wraith.
Yeah, maybe like the last song on something like
Yeah.
Maybe after, maybe the Calm or somewhere in that era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really like this shit though.
Tempest or something like that.
So the next song is It, which has the same beat as Something from Tales from the Lotus Pod.
Yeah, let me read this. It was
Something's talking in my head. But then this song, I don't understand I don't know the story of it though.
Violent J, never being much of a party guy, was sitting at home alone. First he watched some TV, got bored. Then he went on the internet and got bored. As the hours slipped later and later into the night, Jay started to go insane with boredom. He knew what he needed. He wanted a dose of, needed a fix of his favorite, and needed a shot of studio.
So it's just saying this is a random
Yeah.
studio drop.
He didn't know what he wanted to record, had no ideas, just knew he needed to be in the studio. It was a miracle, but somehow Mikey Clark was actually at home and agreed to meet with them. So
I wonder if this was a beat they already had or already were. Oh, this came out. Well, I don't know if this came out before or after Lotus. It was the same year.
Yeah, it says 2001 and 2 on
So this probably came out after then. So they
Yeah.
probably had the beat. He just rapped on the same beat. I mean, even the hook is the same.
They took the already finished Dark Lotus song entitled Something and muted all of the raps of it. Jay laid down on the floor and wrote his new lyrics. 10 minutes later, he went into the booth and laid his rap. This thing it's not about anything special. It's just Jay screaming and ranting off of insane thoughts.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes you gotta get
Yeah.
that shit out. I get it.
Yeah. It would end up right here. Good spot, yeah. So.
But hey, I'll try it. Give me a blue.
Yeah. I always like these songs. I always like Jay's random, stupid shit.
Just like stream of consciousness.
Yeah. I've
No,
always liked it because to me he would put more of his a natural vocal performance on those kind of songs.
Sure, I can see that.
Like what are there? What? He's just acting goofy as shit, and I always liked it.
Oh, let's go back.
So funny.
Like, did he? I wonder how he wrote that. How could a tiny brain be so bright? Then like sound effects.
Yeah.
Like
Something stupid.
I love it though. That's good shit. All right, so I mean that song's it's a throwaway song. I don't really
Yeah.
give a fuck about it, but I do like it. I mean, I like the beat. I like Jay. So
Yeah.
all right, this song's pretty weird.
Run is that what it is?
Yeah, I think this is another Mike P joint. I like the Irish sound of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it was made just to test the skills of Mike P. Let's see. The first week he was hired, they wanted to see if he could get along with. They wanted to see if they could get along with the new Ninja. They went in the studio to make a song, and he turned out fine. So they did the song. They ended up calling it Run. Once it's done, they all loved the song, but they knew the song pretty much didn't fit on anything, so they shelved it. Let's see. Another thing about this song is that it features background and chorus vocals by Sin from Zug Island. But remember, when this was made, there was no Sin or Zug in the works yet. It was just Jay and Shaggy testing their new kid, Mike P. Interesting. No. This song is good, though. I mean,
who was Sin? Where did he come from?
I don't think he came from anything. It's just the vocalist they hired. You know what I mean?
They just hired a vocalist. He wasn't like.
I don't know if he was in.
Did he know Mike P? Did Mike P bring him on?
Yeah, that's a curious question because the fact that they were in the band together tells me they must have had some kind of correlation, but maybe they met making this project. I don't know. I don't know if he had anything to do with Perpetual Hype Engine. Maybe.
Huh.
I don't know.
Was that that was the band previous that Mike P was in?
I don't know if he was in that band, but Perpetual Hype Engine was the band that did the music for Let's Go All the Way.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they were in the video and everything. And they were about to be on Psychopathic Records. And I think that I remember them talking about them getting signed to Psychopathic at the time. I don't know if this might be completely unrelated to Mike P though, to be honest. It was just all around the same time, so it got kind of mishmashed up here.
Huh.
I don't know. This song's okay.
I like the hook.
Yeah.
I like the hook a lot. The beat's pretty fun.
I love this song, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
I think this song is honestly one of the best diss songs ever made.
It's good, man. It's up there.
I mean, with as far as like, because a lot of diss songs suffer from being like
Too serious and shit.
they suffer from being too serious, and also they like have a lot of generic lines that don't really punch. This song, like, they really like get personal, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I love the diss songs. Anyone's diss songs where they're getting personal and like actual taking real life jabs at them.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite lines of the song is when I think of your daughter, it makes me sad. She got a whore for her mama and a bitch ass dad. I love that line, dude.
It's very simple. They kept it simple, but the lines they just hit, and the song was fun.
Yeah. I remember when they did this song, they went on Howard Stern to promote it.
Yeah.
And by the way, Howard Stern loved them around this time, especially.
Yeah.
And Howard wanted them to play the song. They started playing it, but all they played was that beginning intro where it's just and like he like stopped it before they got to the song. I remember Jake being like, "Wait, the song hasn't even started yet. Like, wait till they get to the song." And like Howard just never played it.
Howard was always a dumbass like that.
Yeah. So, but anyways, like, I don't know. This song's great though. I love it, dude. Especially around this time, like the Eminem hate was at such a high. Like, it was perfect.
I like the beat.
Me too.
I always liked the beat. Who made the beat? Yeah, the hook was great too.
Eminem
ain't nothing but a bitch. Eminem ain't nothing but a bitch.
I mean, Eminem could not come back from this song, dude. Like, as far as getting dissed, like he really got like slaughtered on this track.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem didn't really. He wrote a few lines about basically calling him gay,
Yeah.
and then other than that, he just would talk shit about him in interviews and like throw dolls in the crowd at his shows. That was basically all he did, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't even like diss him that much.
No, I mean, because Marshall Mathers LP came out, I think, before this, and this was their rebuttal to his. Oh, let me pause this so I can think. This was this was their rebuttal to his lines on the Marshall Mathers track where he was like, "It got paintball shot at your truck, blah. Look at y'all running your mouth again when you ain't seen a fucking mile road south of 10, and I don't need help from D12 to beat up 2 females, slim anus." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That whole track. I think this was their rebuttal to that because I think they even referenced that. Then you're on TV licking her butt. I don't know. I love this song, dude.
No, I do.
Any
too.
other nuggets in there that's worth it?
Doesn't really say anything about it. Yeah, they didn't spend too much time on it.
You with an umbrella and then open it.
He was so upset he slapped himself to sleep.
So a quick tidbit I'll tell you about this. Just Another Crazy Click, which by the way I really like this song.
Yeah, it was good.
3-6 is not great to be honest in my opinion, but I think the beat's dope. I love ICP and Twisted on this track. Did you read there was a recent interview with Violent J where I don't know if it was when you were in your coma, but where he was talking about this song and like because they asked him about like you worked with 3-6 Mafia. He's like, yeah, but you know, every time I hear that song, I cringe. He's like, I really hate like the shit I'm saying at the beginning. Where like he's like, I didn't know what the fuck I was saying, like what I meant by it. Or
Did Jay said this?
yeah, he was saying this in the interview because he's saying I'm sick like a diseased Ethiopian. He was really like down on himself about that line. Like he said like he didn't know like what he like that would be construed as racist or weird or anything, and like. He said, like, thinking back now, he really regrets saying this shit. And, like,
yeah, but, I mean, they also said drive an ice cream truck through Ethiopia.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I would just say they've said questionable things. the world's changing to be like so fucking PC that it's hard to say anything.
Yeah, you're right.
So he's fallen victim to that, I would say.
I think it probably eats him up though, because they've always been so like anti-racist, anti-bigot that now that some of the shit they may have said is being probably lumped in with that, he probably feels really shitty about it. I genuinely believe that it probably does bother him.
Yeah, but I literally don't think the world's gonna fucking go back and find that and be like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
I don't
ICP's racist.
Not to mention even that line in particular is like, it's
Yeah.
not even that bad.
Yeah.
Like it's just stupid.
And here's the thing: while I was in my coma, I found out that ICP's actually, like, other than that line, is like the most politically correct band out now. I mean, like, they were always like, going against racism and stuff, right? I mean,
fuck your rebel flag was 1991.
I
bro.
mean, yeah, come on, man. I mean, and
Honestly.
who hated ICP the most? It was like, for the most part, it was like millennial liberal types, right?
Yeah, probably.
And now they're the ones like fighting for racism and stuff. It's like, so man, ICP, dude, we're ahead of their time. And now, like, I mean, look at the fan base of Juggalos. We're completely mixed people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're completely. I mean, who would have thought, man? I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah, you're right. I was letting you rant, bro.
I mean, like, literally marched for freedom. They marched for censorship.
Yeah.
They're, not racist. I mean, come on,
It's
guys.
just, dude, we're on the right side of history. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here's Twisted, bro. Let's listen to this in full. Fucking kill it, dude.
What the psychopathic leather zone?
Dude, admit that Twisted kills this song harder than anybody else in this song.
Oh yeah, they. What's it?
Ooh, just another crazy click. ICP Twisted 666.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Oh, doing drive-bys on all y'all with chainsaws, dude. Who else is writing that shit?
I just imagine like Jamie's like fat ass at the time, like throwing chainsaws out the car.
I imagine him more like just hanging out the side and like going up to people and like slicing them like this.
I just thought it was funny, just like throwing them. Like,
That's funny too. All right, that song. I like that song though.
it's all right.
fine.
Was it? Am I wrong, or was that on a Twisted album? That was on a
That was
Twisted
not
album.
on
right?
a Twisted
It wasn't.
album. It was on 3-6's album. When the
Okay.
smoke clears, but I don't think it was. Twisted had another song with 3-6, and maybe that's what you're
Yeah,
conflating
that's
it.
what it was. It was the on Freak Show, right?
Yes, I can't remember what
Yeah.
the song was off the top of my head, but all right. Anyways, Take It. This was Vampiro's theme song.
Oh yeah.
This was on the WCW soundtrack. I remember I bought it at the
Yeah.
time. I don't think I have it anymore.
got to take it.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah. I remember
This was
that.
like probably the first This might be the first like real ICP rock song, like full rock song.
Yeah.
There's no other there's no rap. Well, Shaggy I think might rap on this song. I mean, this song is straight up rock music though.
Yeah, it says ICP straight up singing a rock and roll song. That's the very first line of the notes. That's what it sounds like to me, and I fucking love it. I did really like this song.
Yeah, me too. Who did the production on this?
It just had
Does
that
it say?
nice grungy sound.
Yeah, I really love this song.
Violent J tells us he originally wrote this song about Satan.
Ooh.
He says it's about if I had to sit there and watch somebody I knew go to hell and meet the devil, and how much it would suck because I couldn't do shit for him. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing who made it. The track was later featured on Tommy Boy Records release called Wcw Mayhem. It features new. It doesn't say, dude.
Okay, just
Doesn't-
curious.
Does not say who.
No biggie.
That's annoying, though. I wish it did
Yeah.
say that.
What's that? Is that Forgotten Freshness that goes there? Take it. Yeah. Take it. All right. Good song though. Vampiro, great theme song for Vampiro.
Yeah.
All right, this song, Superstar. Didn't they use this beat twice too?
They used it. Okay, so it's Superstar, and they used it for the .com.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. fakeolovers.com.
Yeah. That was at the end of Tales, right?
You know, I have beef with that song, by the way, .com. Like, I had an ICP website at that time, and I tried to get on there, and they really didn't throw me
That's
in there.
fucking annoying.
But they threw like a Juggalo bowling league or some shit.
Yeah,
in there.
and they said shit like how many sites, and they couldn't fucking.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
bullshit. I really like this song a lot.
No, yeah, it's great. It's about the celebrity culture. And
Yeah,
shit.
it's just the way they're rapping it. Like, it's just so funny. Like, I ended up doing a song similar to this, like in my rap career, like that me and Rob did. But it was just definitely inspired by this same idea. You know, like just talking about being rich and too cool for everything. and
Yeah,
being a superstar. It's cool.
and they've done similar ideas and topics with other songs about being like a spoiled rich piece of shit. But I think this was like this was the actual song that was solely for that topic.
Was this song? This song wasn't also on Pendulum, was it?
I think it was.
Okay.
I think this was a pendulum.
Which, by the way, I
song.
think we're going to be doing that one next. By the way. All right. Nevertheless, good. It's a good song. I mean, nothing to write home about, but
Damn, that's a long. Oh no, never mind. This is sorry.
Every Halloween was the.
I love this song.
Me too, dude. This was the Hallowicked song I think the year before.
This is one of my favorite Hallowicked songs. It's one of my favorite ICP. Like, I don't know. I always say it was one of my favorite ICP songs, but I really do love this song.
Me too.
This is fucking incredible.
This is
story.
it's top notch ICP.
Yeah, incredible storytelling.
And the
Every line is funny.
like his feeling like
Cadence and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
if it ain't about a quarter, don't even bother. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, every line is great.
That guy painted like Kiss.
I mean, yeah, dude, it was.
Gold, dude. And the hook's tight.
Yeah,
The beat's tight. Everything about it. This is the primo fucking Hallowicked song.
I remember the first time I heard this song, I was at Nick's, and Richard was there, and I think Nick was upstairs or something. But somehow I had the disc, or some way I was playing it. We were just playing. Yeah, I think I just had the album, and we threw it in, and we were playing it. I remember when this song went off, Richard was just pointed to the radio. He was like, "That was fucking good."
Nice. That's high praise from Richard.
Yeah.
Who is notoriously not a juggalo,
Yeah.
but he never was a hater or anything, but he just didn't give a fuck.
I just remember that moment. Like he
That's
he was like really fucking impressed with the song.
Yeah.
And I was too. I was like, man, that was fucking great
Yeah,
storytelling.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I play this for people who aren't even joking. Like, I've played this for Adina. You know what I
Really?
mean? Because it's funny. I'm just
Yeah.
like listening to this shit. Like during I think last Halloween I played this.
what'd she
shit.
think about it? Do you remember?
She laughed.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the type of shit you like. Whoever you are, you can't deny it.
Yeah.
Because he's making fun of himself.
It's easy to understand. like-
Yeah, yeah, it's easy to understand. It's like, I'm a clown, and it explains what they are. It really does. If you think about it, this song explains like what the purpose of what they were. Their original purpose was clowns.
Yeah, you're right.
To being clowns, they didn't fit in. That's what they are.
And this explains, like, on Halloween, everybody wants to be like them,
Yeah.
which they do every fucking year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Or every
it
day,
just,
I mean.
it just wraps what their whole gimmick is up in this Halloween song. It's so good.
That's a really great interpretation of that.
Yeah. But that's okay. Yeah, it's good shit, man.
I love it. That's one of the best songs on this album.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
What do you think about this song? I'm curious of your thoughts on it.
I ain't gonna lie, this was a skipper for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this song is really weird.
I think I listened to it. I've listened to it, but I skipped it most of the time.
So ICP took Tupac's Changes, and Violent J and Rudy. Well, Violent J raps on this song about his mom, and Rudy is on the hook. I've always hated Rudy's singing on this shit. I never really was a fan of that. I think Jay did a good job, like, summing up his feelings. Like, every rapper has an idea for a song like this, where, like,
Yeah.
you really want to put your feelings out there and just put it straight and, like, talk about real. Like, I think that's kind of like the vibe he had at this time, and, like, I don't know, man. It just comes off as corny to me.
yeah, really corny.
Like, that said, like, I mean, if you really wanted to hear a rapper, like, love his mom, I guess it's a good version of that, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of retarded in the ICP world for this song to
Yeah,
exist.
it really is.
I mean, you imagine ICP, what they are, wicked clowns rapping all the shit, and then all of a sudden you try to imagine this song with like the painted wicked clown rapping, and it's just a whole like contradictive like just thing that doesn't go together.
Yeah, it's really out of place.
Yeah, I mean, if he took his makeup off and like just rapped this as a normal person, I could be like, okay, he's trying. But
Yeah.
but then I would still be like, well, that's not that great of a rapper doing this. If it's just a normal rapper doing this, I mean, like I said, like you said, he summed it up good. But I don't know, the style of his rapping in this is just too normal.
I will say I do like that line he just spit on. This part. Fun. This one. Now that kind of shit's tight. Like I really I like that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he's using Tupac's kind of flow structure in this.
okay, yeah.
If you
you're right.
remember this song, how
Yeah.
Tupac rapped, that's kind of exactly how Tupac rapped in this. Da 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 da.
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of the same way.
I so yeah, as long as you stick to the formula, it's
Yeah.
gonna sound good at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just content wise alone, it's just not really my cup of tea. But I think Jay did a good job on it. It's just, it's always been kind of a skipper for me too. I've never listened to this song and like fucking grooved out to it, but I've listened to it enough to know some of the lyrics.
Try to listen to Rudy. It doesn't sound as bad as I remember it.
Mama, it's kind of retarded, dude.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I forgot about this song. Vanilla Ice?
Tales from the B-Ice album.
From Uganda to your mama.
So this was a Vanilla Ice album on the Vanilla Ice album.
Must have been.
Bipolar 2001.
By the way, I found this out a few months ago. Did you know that Vanilla Ice has another song with ICP that's not on any ICP albums? It's only on Vanilla Ice's album. It's called Born on Halloween.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't remember this one that well.
I think this song is just kind of forgettable.
I don't know. I'm kind of grooving to it right now, and I don't remember it that well.
Let's see it.
I like that beat though.
I mean, he's doing the same rapping he does in like I Stab People.
Yeah. This might be that because there's these types of ICP songs I rediscover, and they have they kind of have this new excitement to them, you know.
Sure, I get it. I forgot about the hook. Natural born killer. We have very not catchy hook.
Yeah.
Ice pick. The VICE.
So you actually remember it. You know what he kind of sounded like here? Mars.
Oh, he does. Dude, I actually think that, to be honest, like, I think Vanilla Ice would have fit in great on Psychopathic.
Yeah.
I wish they would have really, like, explored that more. I don't know. I wish I knew, like, business-wise what fell apart there. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wanted more money than they had or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, Vanilla Ice could probably make just as much money on his own.
yeah. And so he doesn't need ICP, so I understand
Yeah.
that. But as far as, like, rap career-wise, he hasn't really had much of one, you know, these last 20 years. And I think that him being on Psychopathic really could have, like, put him back on the map, like, as an underground rapper. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
I think, but I think he was just like, man, they've already got, you know, Twisted's real big. Like, he probably just felt like he didn't really have a place.
Who's this?
L.A. the Dark Man.
Oh. I don't remember this.
That's probably why it was a skipper. for the most part. Is the first verse Jay is obviously great. The beat sounds pretty cool, but the hook's not the greatest, and then you gotta deal with this shit.
Yeah. This guy's not terrible, but it's just forgettable, like I said. But yeah, man, I think I wish Vanilla Ice would have signed a Psychopathic and came out with an album at least and done that. Like I think he probably would have. It probably would have worked out for him, career wise. He's had this like house flipping show for the past like few years though that I'm sure he's making millions of dollars on. So he doesn't give a fuck about rapping anymore. But I hope if Vanilla Ice ever does want to come out with a rap album, he hits up ICP. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not fucking around. But yeah, like I remember random lyrics on this. Like if you would have asked me, if you would have held a gun to my head and said, give me one lyric from this fucking song, or I'll blow your head off, I would have died. But as soon as it started playing, like it just comes back.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. I really don't remember nothing from it.
Yeah, and I didn't even hear Shaggy on this. We've not talked through.
No, there wasn't Shaggy on it. It was Jay, Vanilla Ice, and LA the Dark Man.
I think Vanilla Ice kind of flexes on this.
Yeah, no. Vanilla Ice isn't a horrible rapper, man. He's never been that bad of a rapper. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a good voice, good flow.
I know you love this song, right?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, I do.
I think you've gone on to, like, in the realm of ICP, like in my life, like, I feel like and this song's a great example of what I'm about to say. Is like, there's songs that you kind of overlook, like as being like, or not, and by no means is me like shitting on this song. I genuinely really like this song, but like this song affected you in a different way than it did me. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think you really like took to this song, and like it spoke to you in a different way than it did to me. Where I just kind of listened to it and I think it's a pretty good song. Like it's fine, but what is it about this song that really inspires you?
For one, it has that old school sound that I really love. I mean, just listen. It's got that snare that Mikey Clark was famous for.
It's got Violent J's like higher pitched, older voice.
It says it's from '96,
Younger,
so that's the era you can think of as '96.
Okay, so this is pre-Malenko.
Yeah,
between Riddlebox and Malenko. That sounds
That's one of the reasons.
I'll be down with the clown till I'm dead and gone. What's that instrument in the background? Oh, what the fuck happened? Why did it cut out? It's only a partial song. That sucks. Anyways, I was referring to that sound during the hook where it's like.
That's a guitar.
Is that a guitar?
Yeah, that's a guitar.
All right, yeah. Man,
but yeah, I don't know, man.
It's unfortunate it's only a minute and 20 on here, but.
I don't think it affected me to the point where I thought it was like better than like all the great ICP songs. It was just one of those ones that I felt really should have been paid a little bit more attention to and put on it deserved to be on a Joker's card, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I agree. I do agree with that.
I do believe it.
I think it would have fit in well on Malenko or Riddlebox.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now I don't know if I would go as far as to say I would trade it for a song on either one of those albums.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
But I still think it deserved to be on an album. The only problem I have with it is it's not mixed. It's not mixed as good as it needs to be on a Joker's card.
Okay.
The vocals are really low.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The beat and the vocals.
This might be loud. Sorry. Anyways, keep talking.
Yeah, it's just as far as the mixing is not where it needs to be.
Sorry, warned you. I was just trying to get a more full version of the song. And now punch. About $7.
Yeah, there's nothing like super special about it.
He's just talking about the weird, dark thoughts in his head.
Yeah, I just really thought it was more wicked than people thought it was.
I like how he does the like yelling, like
yeah.
Father recognized a criminal.
Yeah, I just thought this really encapsulated a wicked clown.
Yeah,
the
I feel
whole
you.
the whole idea of what they are. And I thought it deserved more.
I think you're right. I don't think I could argue with that, bro.
I just think
He probably thought the same thing I did. It just didn't sound up to par.
yeah, maybe.
All right, what about when Vampiro gets high?
They forgot it even existed. Hold on, about Confessions. They said they forgot it even existed. Apparently, it's ICP-loving. Anyway.
Can you imagine, I mean, how much time you spend on that song and then you forget about it? Like, that just goes to show how, like, locked into the zone they were around, especially around that time. Like, they're just pumping shit out that they just literally forgot about. It's crazy. I mean, I'm sure every artist does that. From the song, is that from the song Maniac Killer?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's obviously what they were cutting this for.
Wasn't it the intro or something to that song?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Or like the.
For what it's worth, Vampiro probably wasn't used to being in a studio.
Yeah.
All right, is this the last song? Take Me Home?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I love this song, dude. This is probably one of my favorite ICP songs, without a doubt.
It's good. Mike P.
I'm amazed that this didn't make the cut, dude, on something. Like, other than Forgotten Freshness. I love the guitar. I love the topic. I love the rapping.
Well, Take Me Home. I mean, why'd they name it Take Me Home? I don't understand. Like, they already had that song. They already had that idea.
They had I'm Coming Home.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Maybe that's why, because they already had the idea.
Well, this song is mainly about, like, them, like, their career and, like, it's fucking me up thinking while I'm listening.
Another classic anthem to end the classic ICP album. Jay and Shaggy again hooked up with their new homie producer Mike Peasy for Sheezy, and they made the song especially to close out Forgotten Freshness. Well, so yeah, that's what it is. This is their ending song for this album. So yeah, I can see why they put so much time into it.
Sure. Like this song always has given me like feels. You know what I mean? Like you could just because they were already 20 years into their career at this point. You know,
God,
and like
were they?
This is kind of them reflecting back on like all those years and like you know how much they loved like just being home in Detroit. And,
Yeah,
like,
no, I wouldn't say 20. They were probably
2001, 91 to 2001, right?
Oh yeah.
Is that only?
Yeah. No, that's 10 years.
It's only 10. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's
You're
10
right.
years,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, no, I was thinking too. Like, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
you're right.
2011 would be 20 years.
So even 10 years into the career, I mean, just 10 years into the
I
career.
mean, that's
you
a
know?
decade of doing. That's a decade in a rap. A decade in rap is a long fucking time.
Of going hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like their first fucking decade, dude. Like,
yeah. Their first decade was legendary.
Yeah.
Was absolutely legendary.
So this song it's kind of similar to like what's the song on Hatchet History that's kind of similar? It's
Oh.
Time.
Man, I forget Hatchet History,
Yeah.
dude.
We should go over that album too.
Yeah, I remember
Which
there
I
was,
think we were gonna skip it. We should touch on that.
yeah, I remember there was those Anybody Killer songs that were really popular on
Yeah.
there.
I know
There's
I
a
have
couple other things.
Here it is. So, but anyways, this even says 10 years in the game. So this came out around the same time. This came out at the Gathering where Dark Lotus came out. Where this
Yeah.
album I think came out
around the fall or winter of that year. But actually, I take it back. According to my folders, this was made in 2002, but I don't know. Anyways, nevertheless, yeah, It's Time was the song I was thinking
that was
of.
the Peoria. That
Yeah.
came out Peoria, which was 2000.
But what about this album?
That came out the summer. I think that came out during the summer.
Let's see. It doesn't say on here. Maybe on this. 2001 to 2002, yeah. All right, nevertheless, man, I don't know. I really love this song. I don't know who the fuck the girl is on the hook or what she's even saying on some of the lyrics and shit, but I love the guitar breakdown here. I mean, you never have shit like that in an ICP song.
Yeah, because
Mikey,
Mikey Clark wasn't, I think, quite the guitarist Mike P was.
yeah.
Quite
This
the
shit-
guitarist Mike P was.
I love this, dude.
Yeah.
This is like this song is just such a departure from what ICP like typically does. Like they're talking real shit. Like nothing in this song is like their character. You know what I mean? This song is real, actual experiences, and then just sharing it. You know, like putting it out there, talking about feelings and shit. Which Mom's song did that in a similar way, I guess, but. This song connects, I guess, more because of the fact that like it's about them, you know, their career, like the journey of ICP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, it was a good ending to this album and to like a 10-year career.
Yeah.
So about that girl, they said they needed somebody to add some special vocals to the chorus, a beautiful voice that would tie it all together. They found a young, hot little singer named Amy
Ooh, okay.
from a band called Blush.
Oh, okay.
Who fit
Interesting.
the part. She was perfect. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, she killed it, dude. This song is great.
Didn't
I
they
love it.
use her? It sounded like they might have used her in other songs.
Maybe we'd have to look that up. I don't know. Like around this era, or you just mean in the whole thing?
Yeah, just the whole. They've used chicks in songs before.
Yeah. I don't know about this chick in particular. I'm unsure personally, but. So this song goes on for it's a 5-minute song, but then like there's a. Oh, hold on, wait.
Now, was this before? Did this come out before or after Shangri-La?
Before.
Yeah, because they might have used her on Shangri-La. Wasn't there a girl on Shangri-La they used in some of that stuff?
Maybe. I don't recall. We'd have to.
I know
go back and look.
Cotton Candy and Popsicles. They
Oh,
had
yeah,
they
yeah.
had some. It's like, oh, there's a girl in an ICP song. It's the same one for every song.
It might be, though.
Yeah, you hardly ever hear girls on ICP songs.
What do you think about this family rap? This is Violent J's mom.
I mean, it's cool that he was able to make it happen. I mean, I give him that. I mean, he got his mom to rap, dude. I mean, that's
Pretty cool.
That's cool. That just shows you that Jay's really. I mean, what it shows you is that he loves his family and he likes to include them.
Yeah, for sure.
He wants to include them, and the fact that he got it done was cool. Did I ever listen to the song? No. I listened to it a couple times, and I was like, that's cool, and that was about it.
What about Samantha?
Young Wicked, you should be ashamed of yourself.
She was an innocent, beautiful little girl.
That's all I can think of when I hear this.
You ruined her.
I just think of the whole beef. Yeah, man, that's what started the. That literally is what Jay says started the entire fucking beef.
Yeah.
They were already like twisted left, and they were kind of falling apart. But Jay was just letting it go, and then that Young Wicked getting with Samantha is what really truly was the nail in the coffin to where they said fuck Twisted.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, that's what I think of when I when I hear that verse.
All right. Close.
Who's that?
I think this is Jumpsteady's wife.
Yeah, Jumpsteady's wife.
Family. I mean, this shit's retarded.
Yeah, I mean he did it. He did it for his family. You know.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
I'll tell you this. At the time when this album came out, like, I thought this shit was cool. Like, I was like, that's really neat. Like, now I just don't give a fuck. Like, I think it's unnecessary. It's cool that he did it, but I will never listen to this like song in full.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I mean?
you got to think, as we were saying a minute ago, 10 years in the game, And as much as they did in that 10 years, Jay was at a point where he's like, I don't care. I just want to try shit. Let's get my family.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
He rapped over changes for some reason.
Yeah, he was just having fun. he was literally just doing what he wanted because he has done fucking everything.
No, I feel that.
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
I mean, when you do everything, dude, you're just like, fuck it. Hey, man, my family's here. Let's go. Let's all fucking make a song. Is everybody up for that? Sure.
No, I could see like
Yeah.
myself doing that, you know, at some point if I stuck with the rap thing or whatever. But
And then you're not just going to like shelve it. You're going to be like, hey, well, I'll throw it on something.
I mean, that's the perfect project for it to get thrown on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's not ruining anything. It's not adding to it, but it's just there if you want.
Yeah, you're not going to make your family do all that and then not put it out on something for them.
All in all, I think this album though, like, it has several gems that definitely should be like held in the upper echelon of ICP's history.
Oh, yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah.
I think this album is it's a lot of throwaway shit, you know,
Mhm.
which is fine. This is the perfect place to put that throwaway shit.
No.
I'll say this: I would rather have heard the throwaway shit than not. So
Yeah, for sure.
I've always been very thankful that ICP has done these albums because I don't know how many other artists like release B-side albums and shit. Like, I've never got into an artist really to like look into something like that, but like ICP doing it, like, even if it's not for you, there's always a song on here for somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I really love that they did it, and they don't let anything go to waste. But it also introduces you to shit that other people may not love, but fucking really speaks to you. You know, shit
Yeah.
like maybe Confessions. You know, my favorite tracks on here are without a doubt "Take Me Home," and "Cartoon Nightmares," which just so happen to be the newest tracks on here. But as far as the older shit that's on here, I really, really love Every Halloween. I really like Confessions, and I say "Fly Away" is probably one of my other favorite tracks on there.
Yeah. Which
Oh.
those are all great tracks. My top three would probably be Cartoon Nightmare, Confessions, and Every Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's just the classic ICP stuff that I love.
If you made a best of Forgotten Freshness, those songs would certainly be on there.
Yeah. now, in the Forgotten Freshness, where do you think this lies in all the Forgotten Freshness?
I
Because
think
there's 6 of them, right?
I believe so. I'll be honest, I don't remember much of 4, 5, or 6.
One of them was the Halloween one, right? Where it
Yes.
had all their old Halloween songs, and then some.
Yeah, that one I think I have it in here. Let me see. And I have it next to the one that came out that year.
Because I think that one was pretty good.
So 4 came out with the Halloween compilation.
Okay.
I don't actually own 5 or 6. I don't
What
think.
was on 4?
To answer your question, Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 are without a doubt the best Forgotten Freshnesses, and they just get worse from there.
Yeah, I consider Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 to be in the rotation of the most important ICP CDs.
I would agree with that.
Like the other Forgotten Freshnesses are the Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 was just basically, in my opinion, an album. It was like it might as well have been a Joker's card.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, because at that time, none of those songs were heard.
Yeah, and they were all classic songs.
Yeah. And not to mention, they were all songs that were like Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 came out, 98 or so?
Yeah.
And so every song that's on it is prior to that.
Yeah.
And it's actually because they were already 7 years into their career, they had 7 years worth of old material to pull from. Where once they got rid of all that, dumped it all on 1 and 2, they kind of were left with scraps for 3.
Yeah.
Or everything done from
Yeah.
1 and 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So, while by no means is that, again, shitting on them or anything, but they didn't have as big of a pool of, important, good songs to pull from.
And I think even when that came out, I knew that. It was obvious.
Exactly.
It was just like, they're not going to be able to top the first 2. Now, interesting, when this one came out, they pulled some older songs and put it on there.
You're
like
right.
Dear ICP,
Yeah.
if you can't beat them, join them.
Yep, you're right.
Those were old songs prior to 98.
You're right. And it makes you wonder why did you skip over those for 3?
Yeah.
Unless they literally found them.
Yeah, and they didn't find, which could have been the case.
Because with 3 is only 16 tracks, and a couple of them are short tracks. They easily could have made this like a 20-track album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe maybe they just wanted to kind of keep it concise and shit, and like these beat out the songs that were on 4. I don't know, but I think it's more likely that they just truly didn't find a lot of that shit until then.
Yeah.
It also could be like I've always thought that maybe like those songs, because I don't think those songs that are on 4 are that great. They're kind of forgettable. Maybe they thought the same thing, like let's not throw it on 3, but keep it just in case. I don't know.
It could have been something at this point. They weren't really talking to Mikey Clark, and then when this came out, I think they were back to talking to Mike. Like he was back in the rotation of their shit, and
maybe he actually had that.
Yeah,
shit.
he had him. He's like, hey, I still got these old songs, and like part of in his equipment or something.
See, this is the kind of shit that like if we were to, God forbid, ever like talk to Violent J or Mikey Clark or something on our show, like. That's the kind of shit like I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I want to get into the nitty gritty of like why did you make those decisions? Like, I don't want to talk to you about like your current shit. Let's talk about like the decisions that led up to these fucking monumental moments in your career. You know what I mean?
I could see them going. They're like, I don't fucking remember why we did that. Let's talk about. They want to talk about the new shit.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
But
I
the
understand.
producers. Talking to Mikey Clark might be a different story. He might actually be interested in that old shit. That shit.
I think that because of that, it would almost be worth it to talk to him more than ICP.
Yeah, me too. I agree, dude. I almost would rather talk to Mikey Clark.
Yeah.
And he could probably elaborate on a lot of the decisions they made.
Yeah. And, for what it's worth, Mike P, too. I would love to pick both of their brains, dude.
Just ICP and they've been through so much shit. They're not going to remember stupid shit.
Yeah. I mean, everyone who's followed ICP's career knows about all the surface level shit. Yeah. We want to know about the decisions. You know what I mean? like what led to these types of moments. So, and I'm sure, like you said, they probably have a lot more memories of that kind of shit because, what else have they been fucking up to this whole time? I'm sure they've been still working and shit, but regarding ICP, they haven't been doing a whole lot.
Yeah,
so,
I know Mikey Clark was he was Kid Rock's producer, sound engineer, and tour DJ for years.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, nevertheless, you ready to wrap this up?
Yes, sir.
All right, and our YouTube live disappeared. I don't know why. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You good?
I'm good.
All right, bro. Let's shuffle the fuck up on out of here.
Slide it right back into the deck.
All right, we'll catch y'all next time on Deck One Dealt. All right, peace.